It's what it feels like for me to run a vintage store. I want to start to keep a vlog going of the weekly, just the goings on, the going ons of, of BC Modern. Those that don't know, my name is Eric. I am part owner of BC Modern. Me and my wife own the store. It is a award-winning vintage store in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We've been nominated Best Vintage Store by a number of different publications, and our concept is a little different. So we're only open 2 days a month, and I spent 30 days curating the space. And so I want to start to document what it takes to even put this thing together, what it takes to what it feels like to run this kind of business. We're open 2 days a month. It's 30 days of curation. Every time you come, it's always something different. Part of our thing is we want to try to reverse the stigma that most people associate with vintage stores. And so when you come in our store, everything is clean, everything is organized. We find this fine line. We try to walk this fine line of making sure that it's not too much and it's not, how can I put it, like you don't want stuff falling on you. You don't want to feel like you can't touch things. You don't want to feel pressured to shop. It should smell good. The music should be good. There's so many things that we work actively to try to break down the stigmas that have been associated with vintage stores. And I think once you start to follow along and you start to put more content out about the shop, and you'll start to see what we're trying to do here and why it's coming across different and why it's landing and hitting so well. At least that's what I think is happening. I think people like it. I'm pretty sure people like it. I think some people don't like it, but I think for the most part, people are happy with it. So I want to start to put these vlogs out to try to capture what's happening from week to week and keep you more engaged. I built a really huge community around the business on several different social platforms. And so I'm trying to kind of pull it all together in one platform, and I'm trying to pull it all together. And part of that is to start to share more of it. And YouTube is the one platform that I can go a little bit longer and in depth in some of the stuff that is going on. So our last event was our December event. That's the only time of the year that we don't do end of the month events. So usually we're open the last full weekend of every month. If you're ever trying to figure out when we're open, it's usually the last full weekend of every month. The only time that changes is in December, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the only holiday that can change it. So December, we were open the second weekend of the month. And it was a really good sale. We had over 400 people come through our doors in 2 days that we're open. That's just a huge blessing. I just remember when starting this concept, I was happy to see 50 people in a weekend. And those 50 people might not even have bought anything. I just was happy to see 50 people come through the door. So to see 400 people come through the door and to see the smiles on their faces. It was a Christmas sale, so the shop was decked out at Christmas with decorations. And one of the things that was one of the big hits this month or this year was the Shiny Brights. What are they called? I draw blanks too. I'll be the first to admit I am the worst with names of stuff. I'm going to put it on the screen because I ain't going to try to figure it out right now. I don't want to keep going. I'll just put the name on the screen of what the ornaments were called. And it's not like I don't know what they are. I just couldn't think of the name in that moment. No, please don't come to me like name dropping stuff because I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. But I remember things by sight. And that's how I was able to really develop my eye as a picker, is remembering things by sight, not so much by what their name is and what they're called. I remember what they sell for too. That's another thing that I'm pretty good at remembering. But anyways, so December we had Christmas stuff, made it very whimsical, very magical in the shop. You guys came out. I don't know if you guys came out. I don't know who's watching this, but some people came out. A lot of people came out. December was also my biggest month for deliveries. We did 10 deliveries in December, which was the first time I've ever done that many deliveries in 1 month. So that's let me know that things are definitely on the up. And that's what you want in business. You want things to keep going up. So after our December event, that's usually my longest time off that I get. This kind of hamster wheel that we're on for our business. It resets every 30 days. And so I used to be in accredited collection industry, and we had this saying that you're only as good as the month that you're in. So it's like once an event is over, yes, we take in the enjoyment and the success of the event, but it keeps going. That's part of what people made may not know or may not see is even though we're not open, the wheels of the business are continuously turning to make sure that when it comes time to open, we're ready to open. So I usually take, after the December event, we'll take a week or so off, and that's what we did. Christmas is usually our do nothing day, and so we'll sit around in our pajamas and do nothing. I think we watch movies. Christmas Eve, we party with the family, and then Christmas Day, we did nothing and open presents, and that's what it's kind of about. You work so hard all year, and when I get to about October, I'm literally already looking at December as the end. I get to that last event, done for the year, and that's what we were able to do, is take the last 2 weeks to kind of refresh and regroup. And this is year 5 or 6 of our concept, where we're only open once a month. We've always done something different. We've always taken on a different project, and so this year was no different. We're doing some reorganizing in the store. We're always looking at ways to improve the shopping experience and make it where you don't have to think as hard when you come to BC Modern. And so the things that we're doing is we're making sure each floor is cohesive, but we're also understanding the strengths of each floor. We have 2 floors in our store, and it seems like the downstairs draws a lot more people that feel like feels more quaint. It feels more like a classic antique shopping experience, where it's like a smaller area. People are looking for smaller things. Seem to be able to pack more people down there. People are just drawn to that area. And so we're experimenting again for 2025 with something new, where we may make our focus heavily on the downstairs being more about the smalls, and the upstairs being more about the staging and the styling and the layout of furniture. Not saying that there won't be furniture on the second floor, but we're just experimenting with what we see our customer, what did we call it? Customer, I'm terrible right now. Customer, not actions, customer behaviors. That's what I'm looking for. Customer behaviors. And I'm not saying this because I don't want to come across creepy, but you have cameras everywhere, and so I can see kind of what do people do when they come in. Do they go downstairs? Where do they go? When they go upstairs, where do they go? Where are they drawing? Where are people standing around? Where are people having conversations? And that's the kind of stuff that we're going to focus on, improve the experience when you come to BC Modern. So those are one of the major projects that I've been working on. And then our other project is we relaunched our auction company. A lot of people that know BC Modern may not know that I'm actually a retired auctioneer. I used to do live auctions, and at a certain point in time, we actually stopped doing live auctions, and then we switched to online auctions. And then I stopped doing that. I put a lot of time and effort into BC Modern to the point where I cut out everything that was a distraction from BC Modern. The beauty part is I never forgot how to do those things. I never lost a passion for those kind of things. And so we've just been slowly introducing things back into the business. And part of that was by design, because I brought my wife on full time 3 years ago. And so I needed her to get accustomed to this industry and being a shop manager and picking and everything that goes with starting a new job on a grander scale, because now you're a new job and you're a new business owner too. That needed a lot of time and attention to get her comfortable and get her up and going. But that has happened, and now I get to bring the auction part back into the game. And so I'm super excited about that. I'm starting to get our auction warehouse all set up. That should be done in the next week or 2. By the time this video comes out, it'll actually be done, which allows for auctions to run continuously. So we'll have a minimum of 12 auctions this year in 2025. Rebranded the auction company as BC Modern Auctions. Before we were Brew City Auctions and Estates. Now everything has to flow through BC Modern, so the auction company is now BC Modern. Those are the 2 things that are super excited that happened already in the month of January. As far as sourcing already for January, what do I got? I'll put up some stuff right here that already is going to be available for our January event. And that's probably how I'll try to do this. I don't really want to go too in depth right now because this is my first one. So I'll just put up a couple shots right here of stuff that's come in, and that'll be available in January. And then going forward, as I get more comfortable with these vlogs, I'll maybe start to use this as to show new arrivals too. So, sometimes the algorithms on these platforms don't allow you to see stuff, but this will be another place to show some new arrivals. What else we working on? Oh, January, our pillows. Everybody always tries to buy our pillows. And my wife has had a really good run at sourcing pillows. They complement our designs very well by the pillows that she picks. And now we're going to actually launch our own exclusive pillow line using some of the fabrics that we pick for our furniture, which we always use high quality fabrics like Knoll, things that have a high rub count, pause. Yeah, so we're launching our pillow line, and that's exciting. So that's a new piece of merch that will be available exclusively for BC Modern and it's sold exclusively at BC Modern. So that's exciting for January. I'm trying to think what else. What else do I got for anything for January? I don't know what else I got for January. That's episode 1. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you don't already, please go to Instagram or Facebook and follow my store, BC Modern. Hope you liked the video. Later!